So there was actually a lot of stuff this week on video game movies. Need for Speed 2. Holy crap, that's happening. You know who you can thank?
Thanks, Asia.
China.
Yeah.
China. Apparently, that movie made a bulk of its money, like $65 million worth, in China. Yeah. So you know what happens? They're going to make a sequel with Chinese funding, film it in China. There's your Need for Speed 2.
So let's quickly pitch just one line plot pitch for Need for Speed 2.
He's got to race the wall of China.
He's gonna race the wall of China, but why? Like he has to last time vengeance was driving him. Now he's driving vengeance. Like
he fights a dragon.
That would be really funny. Yeah, they just do a D War cross up. Like, well, that's in Korea, but like.
Yeah.
Or he rescues Chris Hemsworth, hacker from Black Hat or something. So I don't even. Do you even need to bring back Aaron Paul? You just do the brand?
No,
or
I think
could
you do
this
the
be
brand.
they're Too Fast, Too Furious?
I think they will bring back Aaron Paul, though, even though I think they could just do the brand. He's recognizable enough, and I think why not? And I don't feel like he's doing a ton of stuff right now.
But I would feel that they're probably going to pad out that cast then with actors, obviously with Asian stars, with Chinese stars, but also probably with American actors who, even if they're not necessarily bankable here, they would be over there. So, I mean, what do you think the odds are of like, I don't know, Stallone, I don't know.
You see somebody like Van Damme over there, get in a movie and you're like, oh, wow, I see the villain. It's
now I'm going to see the movie.
Yeah.
If you're bringing Van Damme into
I want Van Damme. Okay, there we go. That's my pitch. Van Damme is the villain. I don't care what else happens.
It'd be like Expendables 2, but on wheels.
Yeah.
Wheels.
There we go.
As the same character, inexplicably.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense to me
and Jason Momoa just shows up to axe fight everybody.
Jean Blaine again.
And then, let's see, what else is there? Oh, so Five Nights at Freddy's, another video game.
Yeah, that's a weird one, right? Because that the thing is just, it's basically like Chucky Cheese gone mental.
It's like the toys come alive kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
kind of. It's basically just
I'm buying everything you're selling.
It's just a scare. It's just a scare game.
Running that butter.
Depends on who does it. It could be brilliant. It could be rubbish.
one of the producers is Roy Lee, the guy. What did you just say?
I said it could be brilliant or it could be rubbish.
Rubbish.
Brilliant.
That's an inside UK joke that we
Brilliant
have.
or rubbish.
So
there are only two options.
Roy Lee is one of the producers, and he did, I think, the Ring movies and stuff.
I mean, it is, like, to me, it's not very scary, but, like, I don't have some deep-seated fear of Chucky Cheese characters. Some people do, I find, because that's why that series is so popular.
Well, people might not know either. The same guy wasn't it the same guy who funded Chucky Cheese? Was it Bushnell, right? The Atari guy? I thought it was the same
Nolan
dude.
Bushnell, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This actually sounds like a really interesting way to do a movie about video games.
Right.
And Daniel Radcliffe reportedly going to play Sam Hauser, the Rockstar guy. And I don't mean I mean the video game company, Rockstar.
Right.
And it's essentially a biopic about. It kind of reminds me of like a People versus Larry Flint kind of thing, where it's going to chart his conflict with a disbarred lawyer named Jack Thompson, who's trying to ban games. Particularly, violent games like GTA back in the early 2000s.
Jack Thompson was a very sort of like, he was like such a sort of not shadowy figure, I want to say. He was just like in opposition to video games in a big way, and like was super pushing legislation against.
He sounds like the bad
games.
guy from like a Grisham movie.
He should be played by. Who's the guy who was like the bad guy in every movie in the 80s? Why can't I think of his name?
Michael Ironside?
No. Whatever, I'll think
Carrot
of it.
Top. There you go. That one's for you,
Not
Chris.
Carrot Top, yeah.
This actually sounds, I think whether you are a gamer or not, or interested in video games or not, this will be something that will be interesting to you. Do you guys see Pirates of Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's obviously a very different thing, but it's that idea to me, like the behind the scenes of the evolution of something that is, whether you do it or not.
Wait, you're talking about the TV series?
The TV series, yeah.
Oh, so Pirates of Silicon Valley, isn't that the one about Jobs and Gates?
Jobs and Gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the idea of the behind the scenes of an evolution of something that's a phenomenon. It's a different thing, obviously.
Oh, I thought you were talking about I don't watch the what is it? Isn't it
Silicon Valley.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Pirates of Silicon
But isn't that
Valley.
kind of a similar thing? Isn't that a period
Yeah,
show?
It was also an HBO movie, right?
It's well,
No, it was
Silicon
like a-
Valley is a TV show. Okay, so there's
That's
different.
Pirates of Silicon Valley, I think it was like
Pirate-
TNT or TBS
Yeah,
or
it
something.
was. I think it was.
It started the great marriage of that network with Noah Wiley.
Yeah, I think it was.
Gave
yeah,
us
it
the
was
Librarian
It was one of
films.
those two. Anyway, the Pirates of Silicon Valley. I actually really like that TV movie, which is
Better
about
than the Jobs movie with
a
Kutcher.
lot better than the Jobs movie. It's about Bill Gates and just the fight basically for Windows. And
Anthony Michael Hall is in that.
Anthony
Yeah,
Michael
he's
Hall is
Gates.
so good in it.
Yeah.
That's before he like
and then-
became like a house.
Yeah.
He's
And Noah Wiley
like
is Jobs.
he's jacked now, dude.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that guy's
Yeah.
yeah.
big.
But it's basically about
Did you
the
see him in
race for
Fox
this
Factor?
thing.
Sorry.
I could not. I give up.
Oh,
Say
please.
your thing.
I eat the butter.
Keep chatter. Keep chattering.
Keep chatter. I don't know.
Cheap chattering. William Chatter. Anyways, so what do
Point
we think?
is,
Is that
it
a good
sounds
way to do it?
interesting.
It does, doesn't it? Let's salvage what's left of this particular conversation. All right,
There's
so
nothing left.
I'm curious what you guys think of the 3 video game movies we just talked
How
about.
would they know what to think?
I don't know. Just what do you think of the idea of there being a Need for Speed sequel, one set in China? What do you think about this movie, a Grand Theft Auto movie? It's going to be called Grand Theft Auto, but it's really more about the game and the impact it had in society.
And really, it's going to be about GTA 3 starting there, because the early GTA movies, I don't think were as sort of in the crosshairs, but like when you started being able to like be in this open kind of sandbox world and go and do all these nefarious deeds and you know, like as in control of the character, I think that's when it really sort of raised the hackles of conservatives and got Jack Thompson to really pay attention.
Yeah.
It's also got kind of a social network.
Yeah, that's
kind of feel to it.
that's the vibe I get.
Yeah, it's got kind of a social network, people versus Larry Flint kind of thing going
Yeah.
on. Interesting. And then also let us know what you think of Five Nights at Freddy's being turned into a movie and how they would do it. Do you think is it
That's a
going to be
big
a horror
question mark for
comedy? Is it
me.
going to be kind of like a Gremlins type thing?
You
or-
could go different ways with it. If you went straight horror with it, that might be crazy, but like
Wouldn't that be kind of almost more like a, what was it, Puppet Master? Or what's the, like those old like full
But that's
moon ones,
sometimes
or-
the scariest thing. Those
Yeah.
like those innocuous figures of childhood turned evil. That is
Yeah.
iconically. Sure, Teddy
Yeah.
Ruxpin. Like,
Ever had, like there's this Canadian food chain called Bugaboo Creek. I think they might only be back east, but they have like animal heads mounted on the walls, and it's Canada. They hunt and all that. And I never knew this. First time I'm there, I'm eating, I'm doing some stuff. All of a sudden, I go, hey, yeah, the friggin' thing starts talking. I'm like,
I love that.
you know, I'm trying to eat my
No,
pork
that's-
chop or
that's-
what the hell
I
ever.
say
And I'm
no.
like,
That's
yeah,
terrifying.
no, it really is the strangest thing. So there you go.
sorcery, dark magic.
All right, so let us know in the comments what you think about Five Nights at Freddy's, Need for Speed 2, and the Grand Theft Auto movie. Finally, I want to talk, well, not finally, second to last. We have some female hero sci-fi news I want to talk about. Olivia Wilde back for
You
Tron
just
3.
Shatnered.
you sounded like
You
Jim
just Shatnered.
We
Jim
are
Shatner.
going to do this
You
now. My God,
Fully
bones.
Shatnered.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm going to do that.
You're gonna do this the rest of the
like you're
podcast.
pretty good, man.
I am going to be like this the rest of the time. Spock.
He always puts an extra syllable in front of Spock. Spock. Almost like there's an E there. Like, what is that?
It must be like a weird breathing exercise actor thing or something. I
love
don't
it.
know.
Maybe he thought there were multiple Spocks.
Yeah.
You're one.
He likes the
Spock.
echo of it.